So here, folks, I'm mixing up a poor man's cake recipe that I am adding to make a fruit cake like my mom used to make. This is my raisins, a couple cups of raisins, a couple cups of water, a cup of sugar, brown sugar, and about 3/4 of a cup of shortening. And that's all melted and boiled hard for about 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add some chopped walnuts. I'm going to cut up my candied pineapple. I've got an apple cut here. I've got some dates. I've got my seasoning, or my spices, excuse me, with my flour and baking soda and salt. And I've got some maraschino cherries. And I'm going to mix this up. And it's the way my mom used to always make a fruit cake. It wasn't your original fruit cake, but it was oh so good. So I'm going to go ahead and finish mixing this, and I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like. So I have my flour, my maraschino cherries, my apple, my walnuts, my dates, my candied pineapple, and here I'm pouring in my water, brown sugar, raisins, shortening, and I will mix that up and put it into bread pans, and that makes a really good old-fashioned fruit cake. Doesn't this look good? And it smells even better. You need a smell button. So I'm going to get a couple pans greased and floured. Actually, I think it will make maybe 3 small loaves or medium-sized bread pans, because I don't want this bread getting too high. I like it to get about so high, just so it slices good, because it's really a thick cake now. It's a regular poor man's cake, but I've added all the extra. I've added a cup of apple. I've added a jar of maraschino cherries. I've got a handful of dates in there. I've got walnuts, probably a cup and a half of walnuts. I have probably half a cup of candied pineapple. So it's a lot thicker than it normally would be for a cake. So I'm just going to stick this into 3 pans, I believe. If not, it'll be 2. We'll see how it fits. Well, I'm pretty happy. Even though I didn't have my mom's recipe at the time I was making this. And there's her cookies over there. That's the second jar. After I got these done, I took one more look through my kitchen because I knew it was there. I found it. This is my mom's recipe. And this over here is what makes it her fruit cake. So the second batch, I'll be able to follow her recipe exactly, but I think everything I did was pretty much identical to what she does. So this is the part that made the recipe special, because I always used to eat her fruit cake, and she started with a poor man's cake and turned it into our holiday fruit cake. So this is it. It's cooling in the pans a few minutes before I dump it out, and I can't wait to taste it. It will bring back another memory. Cookies sure did today.